back in Salthill Devon for the final stages of the UMBRO Galway Cup 2007. The competition, now in its third year, began in the summer of 2005 with the aim of improving underage football in Ireland. Over the last couple of days we've been treated to some fine football, but things just got better as the various competitions got to the final stages. It took a late wonder goal to secure a 1-1 draw for Charlton Athletic with the FAI selection after the Irish lads had earlier taken the lead through a penalty which was awarded for handball. We hear now from Jeff Hopkins, who's a member of the FAI development squad.
This particular team is made up from players who've impressed on the different regional emerging talent squads set up by the FAI a couple of years ago, and it's a chance for them players from different squads to meet and to train together and play together in a tournament like this to see if they can make that step up, or they have that potential to make the step up to the full international squad.
Now, you had a team here last year as well?
That's right, and the year before as well, yeah.
So tell us how the selection is made.
The selection is made from the different regional centres throughout the country, and the different regional centre managers make recommendations on players, and then they're selected from that and they're brought together as a squad. And then obviously we take them up here and we look at them over a week and see what they're like when they're away and how they behave, what their attitude is like, how they eat, how they interact with one another, and obviously how they take instruction when they're on the field.
Now, the quality of the teams here this year?
Yeah, this is my first year here myself now, but as far as I'm aware now, this is the highest quality it has been, particularly in our group with 6 academy teams as well as ourselves, which will be 7, and obviously one other team now, which makes it 5 very, very good games, which is great for players who obviously we can have a very good look at them then, you know. Well, obviously we've 2 games left still to play, so we'll sit down at the end of the week with the international people, and we'll have a look and see what they think, and to take them there. Hopefully we might be able to push a couple of players up, or even have the international players looking over their shoulders a bit, you know.
First I got on the Emerging Talent squad. It's like the Connacht Regional Centre, and from there then I got picked, and I just got a letter one day inviting me to this, so I was very excited and delighted.
Now, your own training, what sort of training have you been putting in with the team?
I was up in Dublin there 2 Sundays before this, and Jimmy gave us a good few tips on everything. And then just with the Connacht squad, like the Emerging Talent, I've been doing a bit as well.
Well, we had a tough game against Aberdeen, so we all had to prepare well and eat well and get to bed early and all that. So we were told, and strictly told, that we had to do the right things and prepare well. So unfortunately we didn't win the game, but we looked on and looked forward for the next game. We have to do the same, just prepare well, and we have 5-6 games over 5 days. It's very tough. So players are coming in and out, playing and starting and having a rest. So the main thing is prepare well though. You have to, because it's the only way you're going to perform well.
Now, have you found the facilities here in the pitch?
Oh, they're excellent, very good. The pitches are very good, very good. Look at the surfaces and everything, it's excellent. They look after it very well. We play in St Kevin's in Dublin. We've won the All-Ireland 3 times in a row. We have a very good team. A couple of players have signed with English clubs, and so we have a very strong team.
Now we're down to 3 teams, please, to come and collect their sheets. That's Limavady, Colga.
Brendan O'Shaughnessy is the voice of the tournament.
I have a long involvement with the club. I'm about 40 years or 45, I suppose, involved with my club. Very proud of my club, very proud of what we've done, and this is our latest event that we've created. This is our 4th year of the UMBRO Cup. However, we've been doing our 5-a-side, our national 5-a-side, for 31 years. So we have a long history of event running and that, so it's been good. For this event, it's tremendous for young kids because it gives them a taste of what's around and what's in their age group in different countries. And when you have kids from the States coming over and kids from England, and they're playing against Northern Ireland and all over the place, and they find there isn't that much difference between the standards, and that's great for kids. It broadens their outlook. It's great for them, and it's just a great buzz around the place. We have, unfortunately this year the weather has been a disgrace. We couldn't organise that, but with the kids you find them mixing together and talking, and telling each other their different stories from all over the world, and it's great for them. My role during the tournament, I do all the commentating and telling people what's happening and where to go and what to do and who's winning and all that kind of thing. So I'm the talker. That's my title, I suppose.
Following Friday's clash between the FAI Selection and Wicklow District League, we caught up with Wicklow's Donal Minogue, who was disappointed after the defeat.
It was tightly fought. The two teams were well up for it. I thought we were unlucky in the first half. We played great defensive football and gave away a stupid penalty. Shouldn't have been 1-0 down at half time. No, we chose to play against the wind in the first half, and I thought it suited us. We were unfortunate. We got a lucky rebound for the second goal. We shouldn't have gone 2-0 down either. And we fought hard. We got back into it, like scoring a goal, and we pushed hard till the end, but it wasn't to be. Well, I've just joined this Arto team about 8 months ago or so. My dad was a good Gaelic player, but he never really played soccer. I think I just picked it up in Greystones, living in Greystones. So it's been a great tournament. We've played a lot of good teams. The weather's been all right, a bit windy at times. We did well on the first 2 games. Didn't have the best of third games, but other than that, we've really enjoyed it.
What about the social side? What have they been doing with you?
Well, not much. They have us like a boot camp at home. We're just home in bed after all the matches, so haven't got much time to socialise.
Has it been tough? You know, the match schedule's been pretty tight.
Well, I think it's been all right because we had the 2 games, but they were widely spread apart on the one day yesterday. So I think we're well fit enough to do it, and we've coped with it well so far.
Here we go.
And of course, none of this would have been possible without the dedication and stewardship of the team of referees. Paul McGrath is the secretary of the Galway branch of the ISRS.
My role here is referees coordinator for the UMBRO tournament. The referees, we have about 26 referees. They're from all over the country. There's 14 from Galway. There's 2 or 3 from Mayo, Limerick, Dublin, Cork. Yes, very thankless at times. It's been a hard week. With the amount, if we had more referees, it would have been fine. All referees must do a beginner's course, which are held all over the country. They then start refereeing if they pass the beginner's course.
And why do you like it? I mean, what's the buzz for you?
I'm involved in soccer 25 years, and I just love the game of soccer.
Friday's under-17 Ford Cup game between South East, who are in the red and black, finished up level with local lads Salthill Devon, who are in the blue and white. It was penalties that would decide the outcome of this closely contested game. South East coming out the victors with a final score of 5-4. Competitions like these are of huge benefit for player development. And here's Pat Purcell, who's the Director of Football with the South East Academy.
Oh, they're really enjoying it, yeah. It's very high standard and the facilities here are magnificent.
Now you've come to this on the back of a good win at a previous tournament. Tell us about that.
That's right, we played 2 weeks ago in the FAI Cup in Derry, where we won the plate competition. We beat Derry City in the final. So the lads were on a high coming here from that. So.
Does that help going into a competition?
Of course it does, yeah. Yeah, the lads, I mean, it's all about enjoying themselves, and of course after winning the other tournament, you know, they're all on high, so it's great preparation for this. Well, at the moment we're sort of in a transition. We're rebuilding the squad. We've basically, the academy came about after the Kennedy Cup 4 years ago, so we've had players from Carlow, Wicklow, Wexford, and more recently we've had players come in from Kilkenny and Kildare. So yeah, there is good competition. We're still building. We're hoping eventually next season, when the Aircom League is restructured, we're hoping to enter a team in the under-20 section.
We hear now from Adam Byrne, who played for South East as they beat Ballymoney on penalties.
We set from Kilkenny, like in his two others from Kilkenny. The rest are from Carlow and Wexford. I think there's one lad on the team from Kildare as well. He's from Castledermot, so it's a good mix of us, like, but they're good lads, like, you know. It's been good, yeah. It's been enjoyable. Like, this is our second tournament now in 3 weeks, like, so playing a lot of football and it's very enjoyable.
The penalties. Tell us about that tension.
I know, we're used to it at this stage. We won twice on penalties in our last tournaments, and this is our second time to win on penalties in this tournament as well, so we're good at penalties, so we don't mind them.
Tell us about the coach.
He's a good lad, I suppose. He works hard for us, so that's what we need, you know. We work hard for him, he works hard for us. He puts in a lot of work for us.
Well, the captain is a very good player, the guy that you just spoke to, Adam Byrne. Centre-back, another centre-back, Conor Byrne, very good player. Two of the younger guys that are with us this week, the under-16s, Ben, the guy that scored the final penalty there, he's under-16 from Kilkenny, and Craig in the middle of the park. But they're very good players to look out for.
Still plenty more action to come, so join us after the break. The under-17 clash between Roscommon in the black and white and Hyde went to penalties. After a difficult start to the competition, this was Roscommon's first win, and we caught up with manager Dermot McCormack.
It hasn't been very good to date. Our first game was against Atlantic Coast and we were beaten 2-1, narrowly beaten. Our second game was against Derry City, and it was 1-1 right up until the last minute, and we conceded a silly goal. So this is our first win today and we're delighted, absolutely delighted. We arrived in here Wednesday morning, and the first thing we seen were Glasgow Celtic warming up on the left-hand side in the first pitch, and the lads got such a buzz of it. It's our first year to be doing it, and it's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Facilities excellent, the whole camaraderie, absolutely no complaints at all whatsoever. The team is drawn from Roscommon County basically, and also East Galway. It's the Roscommon and District League. We started last April, and basically what it was a decision by the Roscommon and District League to put a development squad in place. This is the first time they've ever done a 16s. They have a Kennedy Cup team and they have an under-18s. This is the first time they put a Kennedy or 16s team together. This is definitely a step up for us. I mean, to be even playing Derry City yesterday, it's a League of Ireland club that train twice a week and play on a Sunday. And we're just together since April, and then we break up after this and go back to our clubs. So yeah, the games have been quite a high standard. I really only got started in the coaching this year. I've enjoyed it, really have enjoyed it. I coach 9s and 10s, 16s and 18s in my own club, St John's Athletic back in Roscommon. The backroom team, we have Mr Larry Mullins, who's the chairperson of the Roscommon District League, and Philip Coffey, who's a very distinguished coach in the Midland area. Philip has been involved with Athlone Town, Longford Town, and really and truly this is Philip's brainchild to get pull this all together. There's also Trevor Dignan and Damon Carney are also the coaches involved also. The one thing what we try to do was raise the bar for it, you know, and that's been great, because as you in your last question you were saying about would the standard be the same as their own clubs, it wouldn't. So this is a huge eye opener for them, really and truly, you know.
Record crowds turned out to see all 7 competitions disputed, in spite of the typically Galwegian conditions. Mount Merion UCD recovered form to beat Galway Hibs by 3-0 and take home the Hibernian Under-13 Academy Cup. but it was Reece Healy from Herbertstown who was named best player in this division. Northern outfit Drumahoe emerged victorious to win a hotly contested IrishRail.ie Under-16 Girls' Cup. We hear now from the girls from Drumahoe, who beat Cavan Monaghan by 2-1, including Avila Bergen, who was also named player of the tournament.
We're kind of young, aren't we? We're a young side. But everybody did brilliant. Everybody
Tell us about the club and where you play.
We play up in Derry, up in Northern Ireland, and we're doing really good this season, and a few semi-finals, and doing really well in our league.
And the coach?
Greg's brilliant. Greg.
Some of the other girls, take us through some of the girls.
Anya's the captain, Anya did brilliant, and Kendra and Sarah and all the young ones. All the young ones, Yaman did brilliant, and all the older ones, Coral and Eve, everybody played brilliant, everybody gave 100%.
Is this the first time at the tournament?
No, we came up last year and we got beat 1-0 in the final. So we came up this year and won it.
Dunfield, seen here in the blue and black strip, were victorious in the Nexus Homes Under-13 District League Cup, edging out Galway District League by 4-1. With talented Sam Sobey shining brightest in this section, and Jason McConville is the assistant coach with the winning side.
Excellent young player, yeah. Very good now, very good. I don't know where he gets the talent from or where he gets some of his ball control, but it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible what he's doing. Really is. And I'm so delighted for the young fella. Not only for him, but for all the kids. But really especially him. Like, he's over with Chelsea now and he's very close to signing with Chelsea, so hopefully he will make it in his future. And hopefully a couple of the rest of the lads will as well, because they deserve it. They work very hard. They train 2 days a week for a full day when they're off school in the summer there, and in the winter they train 2 nights a week, which is really good for them, and they deserve this now. Really deserve it. I'm so delighted for them.
Tuam Celtic scooped the Under-15 Supermax Cup after they defeated Confey from Dublin by 1-0, with Ethan Manu also scooping the Player of the Tournament award. A good day for the locals was established when DSFC, the alias of an Under-16 Salthill side, competing a year underage, surprised punters to take home the Motor Park Under-17 Cup after they fought off the challenge of South East development by the narrowest of margins. Local lad Ger Hanley was the outstanding player of the tournament.
All the lads, they did great throughout the whole competition, and hopefully we'll be here again next year anyway to play. And so we've got another year left because we're only Under-16 lads and playing Under-17 next year again, so it'll be good, yeah. I'm going to Lithuania with the Irish Under-17 squad. It's just a friendly competition over there, but surely I'll enjoy that anyway. I was in a few clubs over in England, but I'm going to stay around anyway for another while. I'm going to do the leaving cert and I'll see where it goes from there anyway.
Well, this is our Under-16 team in the club. There wasn't an Under-16 competition this year, so we put 2 teams in the Under-17 competition. So we were actually the Under-16 team in this competition. While we had our Under-17 as well, but they were beaten yesterday in the semi-final by the South East development that we played today. So it's a huge, I suppose you could say, for better, a huge scope for us that our Under-16s have won the Under-17 competition. So there'll be a bit of slag in the club tonight against obviously involved in Under-17s as well. Our goalkeeper, Gerard Hanley, is presently the Irish Under-15 goalkeeper. So that's a huge bonus to have someone of that calibre in the club. He's a local lad from the Barney area, and so he's made it to the very top without having to go abroad, even though he's been away to Aberdeen and various clubs in England on trials. But we've managed to keep holding for now anyway, and hopefully we'll just keep holding for the rest of his career maybe, you know. But I mean, if it's a thing that he does make it abroad, we wish him all the luck. We would encourage anybody that goes across in trials that's discovered. We're all about development players here in Salthill Devon.
Derry captured the TBD Bowl, defeating northern rivals Hollywood Boys by 2-0. And it was Derry's Seamus Sharkey who scooped the Player of the Tournament accolade. Billy Gerlin is the Derry coach.
Well, I thought the lads were unbelievable. I mean, they all come from local sides in the town. We've got a brilliant D&D setup up there. And all the boys coming from around them teams. What we do is we try and pick the best of the best in them teams. And then again, they get the chance and the opportunity to represent Derry City. All of them boys have all probably played together at some stage in their life, and when they come now, after 16 years of age, their local teams finish, and then they come into Derry City and finish their 17s and 18s. So hopefully we can go a wee bit forward in this. Last year we won it again too. This year's a bonus as well, and it's nice to see. It's nice to see a lot of American teams in it, and it's nice to see a lot of home-based teams. We played Wexford, we played Roscommon, we played St Giles. St Giles gave us a good game the first game, but most of the standard. I would actually like to see a load of European teams. We've seen the 15 elites come in. We've seen Celtics and the Ipswiches, and I think Leicester was in there too. So we would like to see them maybe in the 17 level. But other than that, most of the boys, in fact all the teams that we played, give us a good run for our money.
Nigel Edmonton is the manager of the Hollywood Boys.
Well, we're situated on the northeast coast of County Down, just outside Belfast. Primarily we're drawn from the Bangor area. There are one or two from further afield, but they're all, relatively speaking, local. Well, we had purely 1 month's break for holidays and a rest after the end of season tournament in our district league. And we started training. We had assistance from Mr. Bobby Murphy, who's a renowned Irish FA coach, to assist us. Our benchmark for this year was to improve on our position in last year, and we have done that. We have won 2 games. We've at first defeat and then defeated in the final by an excellent Derry City team, I must say. Pitches was the reason we came back, was to get playing on these pitches. And once I mentioned the possibility of coming back to Galway, it was a unanimous yes. It's a pure joy, whether it's a win or a defeat, just to be playing on good quality surfaces. We were here last year, we're here this year. My intention, unless the boys want to change, would be to come back.
Ipswich Town won the tournament's flagship event, the Finch's Under-15 Elite Cup, surmounting the challenge of an accomplished Leeds United on penalty kicks following a pulsating 2-2 draw in front of a large gathering. But it was Leeds player Sanchez Payne who was named player of the tournament. Another fantastic week of football comes to a conclusion in this year's UMBRO Galway Cup, and already we're looking forward to seeing it back in the West in 2008.